Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Good to see y'all. As you saw in the opening video, we're using the Mythos NV today, the Pro Overdrive NV-9 to be specific. Got it from Mass Street Music. Big thanks to the guys over there. Got me a pedal in just a couple days. Got from Kansas City to Baltimore in I think like 2 days. Go support them. Great local business. Anyway, without further ado, so this is one of Zach's favorite circuits, from what I can tell. Gotten to know Zach a little bit over the years, but he unabashedly talks about how much he loves tube screamers, and he has a collection of them, and he said it was about time that he made one. So he made one. What's different about it, right? From all the other clones and stuff that we've heard in the past. This is more than a clone, too. So he took the liberty of doing some mods that are available on the outside of the pedal that you can access way easier than kind of opening everything up and getting into the guts of it. There is a clipping switch, button I should say, and a lows button. What do those do? So in the up mode, the clipping is just the normal, soft clipping, symmetrical clipping, like a normal tube screamer. In the down mode, it removes the diodes. And actually what you're hearing is the op amp breakup. So it actually jumps up in volume too. It's got like a nice kind of forward pushed volume kind of thing that happens all together. It's very magical. It's a magical green unicorn in that sense. The lows is just going to give you, tube screamers have this like, I guess, mid-hump thing that everybody talks about that is great for cutting in a mix in terms of playing on a stage and everything. So what this thing does and what the lows does is it tightens up those lows and gives you a beefier edge too. So especially with the Strat, this thing can make this 2-rock sound even better. And I think having the option of these two, whether you just want to use it as a normal tube screamer kind of sound or you want these kind of modded features, it's just options. It's just options to paint on the canvas, right? So what we're going to do, it's going to start off with the Strat. We might go over to the 335. We'll see. To the Mockingbird, I should say. We're going into the 2-rock Bloomfield drive. There's a 57 on it, and there's also a SE Electronics VR1, which is a new ribbon mic that I got about a month ago or so. So here's what the amp sounds like on the neck pickup, just straight in. Cool. Breaking up a little bit. Here's the bridge. All right, cool. Right now what we've got going on is I've got the drive about, 10 o'clock. Tone's right up the middle, and the level is right around 1 o'clock. Here's how it sounds. Cool, so I just ran through all of the tone knob, like the full sweep, and I ran through the full sweep of the drive. And as you saw, like what I did here at the end is sometimes what people like to do is use a tube screamer where they crank the level on it and they put the drive basically almost all the way down. So it kind of just keeps the characteristics of your amp. It just pushes it a little bit harder in the front. I've actually seen people also use tube screamers, like Marcus King I saw did this. He had a tube screamer on top of his amp and he used it as an attenuator, which is very interesting. That's a whole nother conversation. But let's go back. I'm going to drop the level on here. I'm going to bring the drive back up and let's pull in that lows just really quick. So it's not crazy. It doesn't like add in so much that it's muddy at all. It just kind of gives you this kind of pillow. It almost feels like a pillow that you're just kind of sitting on. All right, so let me, I'm gonna back the volume down a little bit on these microphones because I'm gonna engage this clipping switch. And you're gonna see it jumps up in volume. So we got the lows back out, so we're totally in normal stock mode right now. All right, cool. So I put the low switch in there with it. I'm gonna bump up the drive really quick. So actually, let me put it all the way down and I'll ease it in. So not much more to talk about there. I mean, I feel like everything I get from Mythos, I generally speaking absolutely love. And this is a very similar experience for me. It's awesome. I think that anyone that's a fan of the TS circuit will dig this, but anybody that is a fan of it but also wants something a little bit more, this is your thing. This is your game. If you really want to cut through a mix on a stage, that clipping switch or button, woo, man, it is howling and it is dope. Everybody, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I will see you next time.